My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Alice Through the Looking Glass. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I remember seeing this movie back in May 2016. I saw it back to back with X Men Apocalypse, and I hated this movie. I thought it was just horrendous. So on this rewatch, I was expecting to hate it even more, but I have to be honest, and I still do not like this movie, but it's not as bad as I remember. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Mia Wasikowska, I think, is really good here. I like what she brings to this character, to these movies, and she just carries it incredibly well. But Johnny Depp is fucking horrendous here. Like, this is his worst. Just his absolute worst performance. Mad Hatter is an aggravating, annoying, frustrating character, and I cannot stand it whenever he's on screen. Helena Bonham Carter, once again, I don't actually mind in this movie. She's very over the top, but it works for this character and this world. Sacha Baron Cohen, I thought was a really good addition. He fits right in, and I liked how over the top he was here. And I also like how throughout the movie, his life is just fading away. Anne Hathaway has nothing to do here. Like, she's just so bland and boring. And Alan Rickman isn't in this movie much, but I have to mention him because this was the last movie he ever did, and I think he was just a tremendous talent, and I loved him as an actor. So yes, so the cast is a bit of a mixed bag, but the movie actually does have some really good moments. I thought the opening to this movie was just exciting and thrilling and just served as a great reintroduction to this character. There's a scene later on in the movie where Alice wakes up in a mental hospital, and I thought that was such a great idea, but this conflict is resolved just like that. Like, if the movie was willing to spend more time there, it could have added some real stakes and some real tension. And I actually do like the last 20 minutes of this movie. Like when they're traveling throughout time and just everything is getting destroyed. I felt the stakes, and I actually thought that was a very visually interesting scene. So it does have its moments, and there are some cool visuals here. Like I mentioned, the climax of everything getting destroyed does look really cool. I do like what the inside of the clock looks like. I do like it how whenever Alice travels through time, it's like the waves of time. I liked that look. I also liked the look of the set for the Red Queen's castle. Just red, and it really stood out. And okay, yes, that's where my positives end because as good as some of this movie looks in moments, so much of it is still ugly here. Just some of the CGI is absolutely horrendous for the Mad Hatter, for Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and it's constantly distracting. Some of the green screen just looks as fake as can be, and it's just a real shame because you watch this movie and you can see talent in James Bobbin's direction, but the reliance on CGI and some of the character designs they go with just holds this movie back. I think Mad Hatter is the ugliest movie character ever. His makeup is just hideous, and those things just below his eyes, it actively pisses me off whenever he is on screen. But besides some of the ugly visuals, I got two other big issues with this movie. The first one being that the plot is retarded. The movie is about the Mad Hatter being sad, so Alice decides to risk everyone and everything to try and make him happy. What a stupid fucking plot. The entire time I was just like, this is not worth the risk. The Mad Hatter just needs to man up and stop sulking. Like, holy shit. And when that is the foundation for everything happening, it just takes away from so much of this movie that I do like. And then the other big issue is we see more of the characters' past. We understand why the Red Queen hates the White Queen so much, and they're trying to paint the Red Queen to be a sympathetic villain. And okay, I'm okay with movies doing that. But I actually think they went way too far here to the point where the Red Queen has been wronged throughout her entire life, and all of the good guys we're supposed to like are insufferable dimwits. Like, there's a point where all the good characters are actively laughing at the villain, and I'm like, oh, movie, I see what you're doing, and you're going too far. Back up, back up. And it's just a baffling, stupid script decision they made here. So between so much of this movie's ugly visuals, the main plot being retarded, and making the good guys unlikable for so much of this movie, those issues are just so severe that they destroy this movie. And it's a shame because I watch it and I do like Mia Wasowska's performance. I do like Alice as a character. I do think there is some great moments here. Like I said, the climax has real stakes to it, and there are some really cool visuals as well. So it's frustrating because I see potential and I kinda want to like this movie, but I can't. So I'm giving Alice Through the Looking Glass a 4 out of 10. If you know me, you know how much I love Tim Burton, so it does kind of shock me that I think James Bobbin's Alice in Wonderland movie is better than Tim Burton's. Just wasn't expecting that. But Alice Through the Looking Glass. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin,